Every movie has random trivia. And here at Trivial Theater, I explore some of these movies, and the random circumstances that make them the weird creations that we love. Twice the heads with half the brains. This is Two-Headed Shark Attack. This Sci-Fi Channel movie starts about the way you'd expect. Bikinis, dude bros, and pseudo-rock music. We find a bunch of students on a semester at sea, led by C/D-list celebs Carmen Electra and Charlie O'Connell. The boat is attacked by an unseen creature and suffers severe damage. After showing extreme concern, the students retreat to a nearby island, while one crew member welds the damaged hull and Carmen Electra strikes several poses. Typical college student malarkey ensues. Bikinis are shed, harpoons are employed, and students are eaten by a two-headed shark. You know, the usual things. Later, a clear and obvious asshat is struck with clear and obvious karma by the titular shark. And then the island kind of explodes. In the end, two of the few characters actually given names survive, and one of them is Brooke Hogan. Two-Headed Shark Attack is only one in a whole library of shark movies produced by the Asylum, makers of such classic shark movies as Sharknado, Ice Shark, Planet of the Sharks, Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus, Mega Shark vs. Mecha Shark, Mega Shark vs. Colossus, and Empire of the Sharks. Now you might be asking, what sets this one apart from all the others? Well, this one features a shark with two heads. Can you believe it? 2 heads! Oh hey, there are sequels. 3-Headed Shark Attack, 5-Headed Shark Attack, and 6-Headed Shark Attack. Originally, the concept for the shark was to have one head set above the other, but that would have made it more difficult to film multiple actors being torn apart, so they went with the better choice of setting the heads side by side. As with most effects-driven movies, there's a practical version of the shark and the CGI version. The practical effects version is just the 2 heads, and the transition between that and the digital version isn't exactly what you'd call seamless. I believe the technical term is a dumpster fire. The Asylum does a good chunk of movies seen on Sci-Fi Channel, and there seems to be a checklist of things that they try to follow. Bikinis and dude bros, check. Terrible CGI, check. D-list celebs, check. Easily digestible plot, check. At least one mention of conceivable science by an appropriately nerdy guy to make people think they did their research.
Actually, it's not that ridiculous. I mean, Polynesians have practiced cannibalism for centuries.
Check. By the way, there's a pot joke in progress 4 minutes and 20 seconds into this movie.
So, how do we use this thing?
Oh, you wouldn't know. You can't smoke out of it.
Coincidence or intentional? Even though IMDb lists that all these characters have names, I'll be damned if I can tell you more than half. There's Anna Babish, Professor Babish. Oh, there's Kate, there's Paul, there's Cole, Lindsay, Kirsten and Kristen, or is it Kristen and Kirsten? There's that guy, and then there's the bunch over there. I don't know. I think the credits reinforce this point. A majority of the crew is listed before any of the cast. And at least with most movies I've seen, that seems rather unusual. And other than snarky reasons, I really have no idea why they did this. Another thing that left my head spinning was the amount of shots that circle groups of people. I guess that's them trying to be artsy, and maybe this is just me, but how do you make a tropical island look so unappealing? I get the director was probably more interested in other views, but honestly, you're shooting in the Florida Keys for fuck's sake. You can point your camera in damn near any direction and get beautiful vistas. This movie offers witty jokes left and right, including a
That's what she said.
With the level of humor in this movie, I'm surprised this boat is called the Sea King and not the Seamen. Speaking of hilarious things, and please note sarcasm, I know I'm not the first person to bring this up, nor will I be the last. The water in this shot is chest deep at best, and the shark clearly pulls his victims underwater much deeper than that. Why does this continue to be a thing in shark movies? It's got something to do with the power of stupidity, right? Or maybe just simple plot convenience? So honestly, there is something to be said for movies that allow you to laugh at stupid shit. Not every movie can be a buttoned-up art house feature, but there's a problem when it becomes the norm instead of the exception. These movies feature a lack of accountability for even the most basic plot lines, dialogue that barely sits above the obvious jokes, and vapid caricatures in place of personality. And that's what's going on here. This movie basically baby shark dude all over the audience. And yeah, I know, I made that joke. Of all the shark-based humor, I made that joke. If you must watch one of these flounders, stick to the earlier Sharknado movies. They're stupid, but they have a certain charm, and they have something sort of resembling a plot. So what do you think? Any suggestions for movies, trivial questions, comments, ratings, and overly fake shark props will be greatly appreciated. Thank you so very much for watching.